there's a lot of different reasons. The biggest of which would be for financial ones, resources for the communities. You know, you're looking at like an average about like $5,000 lost per person that doesn't fill out the census in New York alone. And if we actually get a more accurate count of individuals in the city, of the state, that's more money in our pockets, less taxes we got to pay, more resources that are going to like food stamps and you know, government-style programs, free school lunches to help school children, all of that type of stuff that can really benefit the community, can really make sure that everybody is covered, counted, and has all their you know, ducks in the row in that regard. Like Staten Island has, you know, in 2010, Staten Island had about 64% rate in terms of being counted, and that was by May of 2010. You know, Staten Island now, in 2020, despite the fact that we're dealing with a pandemic, despite the fact that we're dealing with all these other issues that keep coming into play, you know, we have not only surpassed that number, we're over 66%, which seems like a small number, but it's still significant considering like COVID and everything else in the way. But we're still continuing to climb. Just this past month alone has been over 3,000 people almost counted by us through various tabling and canvassing events in some of the harder to hit areas on Staten Island. You know, numbers are overall down in most neighborhoods, but our efforts have at least brought our numbers to be above and beyond what they could have been. That's why, you know, Staten Island right now at the very least is leading the pack when it comes to like all 5 boroughs in terms of total completes. And our efforts, you know, UAUs, NAACP, Project Hospitality, everybody in SI counts, you know, is really a big part of that, I would say. Make it count. You know, if you are not, I mentioned like all the financial reasons and the resources. That's not the only reason why the census is important. You know, you have representation, government, those that are really involved in that. You have your rights, power for the people in that regard. Your rights to be counted equals more power for your communities, equals you have more of a say of what can actually go on in your community. And that's the first step in a lot of ways to help in like cleaning up and fixing things. Then bringing in the money, bringing in the representation, getting people that actually represent your needs, that comes into play after that. So the census is very important, and if nothing else, it's important for other reasons. It's important for your health, important for like COVID relief, important for taxes relief. You know, there's a lot of different things why it could be important. So make it count, get it done. You know, I'm sounding very aggressive when I say it like that, but you definitely want to get it done. And, you know, you can build up the numbers for your community, and your community will be better off for it in the long run. Because you have to wait another 10 years after this, and that's a long time for a lot of people. So you definitely want to get it done now, because 10 years from now, you might run into the same problems, and we got to make sure we get that count up again.
Yeah, and to give these kids the right resources that they need, you know, learning. So absolutely 100%. Census is important. Come out, do your census, everybody. It's not just a thing. It's very important. So yes, get counted.